over guts, competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought, yeah.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6.
Patterson on the carry, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Foles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Packers.
Snap comes at 1. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The tackle made.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Packers' 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Foles. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Foles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Mike 27. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Rodgers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the Packer 1st down.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. T.Y. Hilton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Here's Patterson. Cordero Patterson, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To number 86.
T.Y. Hilton with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Packers 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Foles. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Bears 7.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Under. Check three.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Jimmy Graham, of course, a guy who's been around a while. Been with New Orleans, Seattle, and most recently with Aaron Rodgers and these Green Bay Packers the last 2 seasons. Had 93 catches in a Packer uniform and went over 1,000 yards combined in those 2 years as well. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the Bears.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken around the 12. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jones. He'll rumble for for about 6, up across the 20 to the 22.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. get this, into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
T.Y. Hilton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And 7.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
O'Donnell.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Gain of 12.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard
line. One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will swell the lead to 16. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
The line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Chicago.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 8 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Foles. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Dillon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Dillon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
To throw on 3rd and 1. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
The score, Packers 30, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 33-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
At the 30-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he's got Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup at 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Check, with the 9. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
It's fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Love with a give to Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Hakeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
7-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. On play action, Love to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll run now with Dillon. And they'll get him down about about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now a run with Dillon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The ball carrier.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, Dillon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
A 17-yard goal.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Check, 59.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Cordero Patterson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now Trubisky. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Aaron Jones.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a gain.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a carry for Dillon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The kick by Crosby is good. and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
45-yard line.
Here's Patterson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
18. 58, boys, 58, 58. Come on.
From the 41, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they take a knee.
Today's final
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Green